Jesus. This shit be so annoying. My damn keys. That hit the notification and share my shit. Okay, I'll let you girl. Okay. And don't forget to follow my Instagram page, Queen of Divination World. Don't forget to follow my page, Queen of Divination World. I just want to get a little quickly nosy. Quickly nosy. We're gonna use my Madhouse Tarot. And I just want to see, is Nicki Minaj truly the problem or not? Because sometimes people believe, let me tell y'all something. Always investigate, okay? Everything is not always what it seems, okay? Now, Nicki Minaj could very well be the problem, but she also could very well not be. It could really be other people. Because here's the thing, like, a lot of people are quick to jump to conclusions like they know some shit and they don't know nothing. You don't know nothing, okay? Because all those motherfuckers that's coming to you and talking to you about Nicki Minaj could very well be motherfucking haters, okay? And entitled. And some people feel entitled to you or feel like that you are always supposed to do something for them or act a certain way towards them. And look, I'm obligated to act any motherfucking way. I'm not obligated. You know, some people want you to subscribe to their value system, belief system. I'm not obligated. You do you. I don't have to do you. That's what God made you for, to do you. Not for me to do you. Okay? You don't need replicas. Now, if you want replicas, make your own kids, baby. Okay? You can't control no one at the end of the day but your motherfucking self. Okay? So we're gonna move on. Tapping into the energy, calling on the Orisha, Oya, and Lilith. Give me the truth and nothing but the truth. Who is the problem? Is it Nicki Minaj or is it these other girlies that Nicki Minaj be arguing with? Okay, so let's see. Y'all, $1,000. If you got $1,000 for me, hand it over. I will appreciate all tips and donations. Oh, yeah. Anyways, moving on. Calling on the Orisha, Oya, and Lilith. Tap into the energy. Okay. We got the Queen of Wands here. Somebody's messy. I'm going to put this back. But somebody's being messy. Somebody is making something bigger than what it is with that Queen of Wands coming at the reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse is a troublemaker, a bitch, a diva, arrogant, a thotty, gossipy, meddlesome, rude. Okay. An instigator. That Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So like everyone should bow to them, or everyone is on their time. She could be very lazy, like that Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, very ruthless. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so give me Nicki Minaj energy. Ancestors, Spirit Guides. I'm only gonna pull 2 cards. I'm not gonna be on here that long. Make sure you subscribe to me. Okay. Also, book a reading with me. Okay. I got the 9 of Wands. I'm gonna show y'all this 9 of Wands. Look at the little puppet. Look, see the person on the hand, the puppet. 9 of Wands. And somebody could be a puppet. We got the little stick shaft like they Moses and shit, following Moses part of the Red Sea. Y'all see that picture, that depiction of the 9 of Wands. This is Nicki Minaj energy. So then we have the Page of Swords here. I feel like she know motherfuckers be the informants. She know motherfuckers be ops. She know motherfuckers be trying to set her up. Page of Swords in the reverse is a sneaky, conniving, lying, manipulative, get off on other people's pain, gossiping, negative gossiping motherfucker with this Page of Swords. Like, Nicki Minaj has been, this 9 of Wands and this Page of Swords in reverse is someone who's very much on guard. Like, people have been nasty to her or have been saying malicious things about her. Are these rumors true? People could be coming around her with preconceived notions and negative energy. Now, I don't know if I've ever discussed this before. Okay. I don't know if we discussed this before, but like, here's how this is how magic is done. Okay, without using the herbs and all this other shit, right? Another way that magic can be done, right? So if somebody is going and making a smear campaign, right, from malicious gossip, from media, by the time a person gets to you, their view of you is tainted. It's tainted. So they are going to likely be negative towards you. Now, this is where you have to go outside of your instincts, okay? The human reaction, right? When somebody is negative towards you, the human reaction is for you to be negative back. The human reaction is for you to bite back, okay? But when you have people who are on a smear campaign, who are on a hate train, page of swords here, malicious gossip, negativity, liars, manipulators, ruthless, scammers, right? Blackmail, page of swords in reverse. When you are around energies, right, who try to piggyback up off of this hate train or get their 5 minutes of fame off of this, let's all hate Nicki, okay? When you are constantly under siege or under attack, your defenses are extremely high. You have to protect your energy. Nicki Minaj is dealing with a lot of psychic attacks, so she has to protect her energy. She has to keep her energy cloaked, okay? Because if not, it's open season on her energetically. She's going to have to do a lot of cleansing. A lot of people are going to be putting their ick on her energy. They're going to be putting their traumas, giving her their traumas, giving her their insecurities, their inadequacies, and they're going to drain and take all of her confidence. See, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to chip away. 9 of Wands, page of swords. You see it here, okay? Guards up, defenses is up, wounded warrior. I really feel like sometimes Nicki Minaj just cares too much. Eventually, one day, like, you're going to have to not care. Eventually, one day, you're going to let them motherfuckers argue with themselves. Real talk. This 9 of Wands is someone, it's wounded warrior, someone, like they're working, and they're toiling, and they're working, and they're toiling, and it just seems like they're not getting anywhere, Wounded warrior in the battlefield, in constant battle, okay? Especially with this swords energy here, dealing with communications, gossips, things of the mind here, things of the throat chakra as well, okay? So it's giving this energy, right, of someone that is trying to, okay, or they care what other people think, because if she did not care, she would not be trying. She would not be trying to explain herself. She would not be she would be like Beyonce, unresponsive, okay? She would not be trying to explain herself, trying to put all this energy into changing how people feel about her, about what people think about. When a motherfucker hate on you, when a motherfucker hates you, when a motherfucker has a personal vendetta against you, it does not matter about the facts. People who constantly get attacked, why they don't like me? I didn't do anything. I was just kind to them. Like, but they hate me. They don't like me. They believe I'm the devil. They believe I'm this. They believe I'm that. They gonna believe that shit no matter what. No matter what the facts are, they are going to believe you are a villain because they want to. People see what the fuck they want to see. The faster you realize that, the more you're going to stop giving a fuck. Swear to God. You're going to stop giving a fuck because it's ineffective. You don't have to explain shit. You don't have to clear anything up. People know what they do. Real talk. Hey, real talk. And it's just like the more she says, the more ammo she's giving them. Stop giving them ammo.
Let the motherfuckers wonder. You see how unaccessible Beyonce is. Motherfuckers talk hate on Beyonce all motherfucking day, and Beyonce is unaccessible. She does not give them a response. Nicki Minaj is too fucking accessible. You are not a commoner. I am not trying to be mean, okay? Because I'm a commoner my damn self for now. I'm a commoner my damn self. And there's just certain, when you're at a certain level, you don't scrap with dogs. Real talk. You scrap with a dog, make you a dog. Stop responding to shit. Stop. The more you respond, the more you try to prove these people wrong, the more ammo you give them to attack you. I'm telling you, the way people's minds are so creative to carve out, people make me a villain just because I smile and happy every motherfucking day. Now, don't get me wrong. I have, typical range of emotions like the average human being. Anger, I get depressed, I get disappointment, I have insecurities. I just don't lead with that. I don't lead with it. I'd rather wake up and smile and be happy and find something to be grateful for, at least curate my own happiness or curate my own abundance versus being sappy all day. It's easier for me to love and accept myself than it is for me to hate and hide and have contempt for myself. I am not going to hate myself to make anybody comfortable. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. And this is the energy that Nicki Minaj needs to fucking embody. She cares too fucking much. And the more she tries to defend herself, the more she tries to speak up, the more she tries to explain herself, the more she tries to reach down into that motherfucking gutter rat with a commoner, the more she gonna be sucked in to commoner shit. Okay? She's too invested in what average Joe ass, who ain't never gonna be on her level, what average Joe ass people think about the way that she lives. She needs to embody this energy of Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston don't give a fuck, baby. Whitney Houston ain't gave a fuck. Okay? You seen Whitney Houston's flaws and everything. You know Whitney Houston ain't give a fuck. Because if Whitney Houston gave a fuck, Whitney Houston would have been porcelain. She would have been pulling some Cardi B shit, trying to be porcelain and shit. Or some Mariah Carey shit. She said you about to see all, Whitney Houston, you about to see all the ranges of Whitney Houston. In all of her forms. Whitney ain't give a fuck. She human just like you and me. She just got money and fame. She ain't give a fuck. You're not going to crucify her for being human. Real talk. Let's move on to the other energy. Let's see what Spirit has to say about these other energy. What about the other people that she would get into fights and spouts with? Like, what about these other people? So here's what I'm trying to reiterate with Nicki Minaj energy, right? Look at the hangman. Motherfucker throw rocks, hide their hands. Now, this typically does not mean that hangman means stagnation. Hangman means needing to surrender, okay? That's what that means. But look at this person. Throws rock, hide their hand. Look at the victimhood. Look, this motherfucker look like that victimhood. Like a motherfucker just did shit to him and they don't know why. Like they just innocent party. You see that? The motherfucker look. This picture, you can't tell me this picture don't look like a motherfucker that throw rocks, hide their hands. Oh, I don't know. Motherfucker that play dumb. Oh. So we got this hangman energy. So this hangman energy represents somebody feeling like their hands is tied. Somebody feeling like they're a rock in a hard place here, okay? Someone that is not in a good place right now, okay? So I don't really see anything about money here. Some of these energies could feel like Nicki is supposed to back them in something. Like Nicki is supposed to like, hell no, bitch, we ain't close like that. Look, that Nine of Wands, Page of Swords energy is like, hell no, bitch, we ain't close like that. This hangman energy though is like somebody looking for some type of bail out here. Like something is very in a stagnant state, or someone needing to look at something from a different perspective, or needing to like sacrifice something from a like, because the hangman is there. Okay, let's get more here. The hangman is there. She could be blocking people or have blocked people, and these people could be like upset at like, what I do. They could be upset about that. It's like putting a kid in timeout in the corner for acting up, and they just acting really confused. We got this Knight of Swords energy coming in, so this is somebody coming in quickly, sound mind, quick on their feet, quick witted. Knight of Swords energy, ready for war, ready for battle. Somebody could talk a lot of shit, like, but then it's like when they're in somebody's face, it's either microaggression, passive aggressive, or hi, how are you? You know what I'm saying? But they're talking a lot of shit, like when their back is turned, with the Knight of Swords energy coming through. I feel like people, Nicki be in tune, baby. Nicki know, like, it's kind of like, baby, what you say about me? Let's get the truth here, which is in the middle. Because from what I'm seeing, it just seems like there's some type of misunderstanding. There's some type of misunderstanding, or things being taken out of context, or things being blown out of proportion. I feel like other people may make the problem bigger than what it is. Like, people are orchestrating. This is just the energy that I'm feeling. People are orchestrating these beefs. Like, people are making it bigger than what it is. Like, for example, if my sister took one banana from me, right? And I'm like, bitch, I didn't say you could take my banana. You better put the banana back. Right? I'm just being sarcastic, right? And I'd be like, ooh, ooh, like calling her a monkey and shit. I'm just being sarcastic. But everybody else, especially a motherfucker that don't like me, may be blowing it out of proportion. Like, they may be saying, making headlines saying, oh man, Patrice is racist. She just called her sister a monkey, da da da, colorism, da 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 da, like taking it way out of proportion when that wasn't my intent. Okay. I was saying a joke with some truth in it. Like, bitch, you stole my banana. I wasn't trying to be hostile with it, but bitch, you eat my banana, you need to replace it. You know, I'm just saying it in a more creative, playful banter. Okay? To disarm the person so that they won't feel attacked. Okay? Because a lot of times it's not what you say, it's your delivery. A lot of times. You know what I'm saying? It's your delivery. Or your tactic and the way that you do things. Okay? But like, somebody could take this all out of proportion. I feel like a lot of these beefs are what society wants to happen. You get what I'm saying? A lot of these beefs are what society wants to happen. But when people come to you, though, with preconceived notion, their view of you is already tainted. So they're going to come with hostility, right? When they come with that hostility, Do not do your knee-jerk reaction. Your human reaction is to meet hostility with hostility because you got me fucked up, right? But as unfair as it is, the people who came at you first with the negative bullshit, with the attitudes and stuff like that, because they believe rumors, right, about you before ever meeting you. They believe the rumors. Like, they're going to see your reaction to their negativity, and they're going to say, man, what's the name was right about you. You nasty. You got a bad attitude. You this and that. They're completely ignoring the fact that you gave them negative energy first. What you put out, you get back. Now, not all the time, but a lot of times, okay? So, now a lot of people will look at your reaction, but they won't look at what they did to cause that reaction. So a lot of people are looking at you biasly, okay? They're just looking at your reaction. That's just like I told my son. Like, one day, me and my son was going out, and I told him your attitude and your mindset makes a difference in how you deal with life. For example, if every job I go to, it doesn't matter how many times I've been fucked over by a job, it's a possibility. Every new door you walk in, it's a possibility that it will be different. Okay? So if you walk in a situation with a negative attitude, guess what? Negative work ethic, depression, negative health, negative. You begat negativity. When you learn to cherish or be grateful, right, and come into things with a positive attitude or at least a bit of optimism and not failing yourself before anything could even grow, you will have a better aura, you will have a better energy about yourself. So I tell my son, your attitude can either make a situation better or worse. Right? Now, if people come to you and they come off negative because they believe rumors about you or that some narcissist or someone, whoever, smear campaigned you, and they believed it, right? That your first interaction with that person, take their first impression of you, take that opportunity to dispel the myth. So when a person is trying to hit below the belt with you, you aim high. You do not scoot to their level. Okay? So when they see your reaction, you're answering something with a positive attitude. You're being cordial. All right? Shit. Even if you got to say, oh, shit, maybe that person, their man might have been cheating on them. They must be having a bad day. Don't take it personal. Okay? So these energies, when they come at you negatively, act like the HR is sitting there watching you. Act like the boss that can fire or hire you is sitting there watching the entire altercation. That is how you need to carry yourself. When you, especially in a professional setting, when you need to carry yourself as if the fucking big boss is watching your every move. They can read every text message. They can hear every conversation. That is how you need to carry yourself. Okay? So, or the feds is watching or some shit, right? So when that person come at you with negative energy, you don't scoot below. This is how you get these manipulating motherfuckers, okay? These conniving motherfuckers. Aim high. They're going to be taken aback. And what happens is you make the person who smear campaigned you look bad because now they look like a liar. Now they look like they're a crazy, obsessive person. Because I had an interaction with her and she was sweet. I had an interaction with her and she was very well-mannered. It fucks them up. Because they're expecting you to attack them, right, for their disrespect. And it's better to be assertive or or be nonchalant or laugh. I laugh to let a motherfucker know you a comedian, motherfucker. You a comedian. Like, bitch, I don't take you seriously. I'll let a motherfucker know just how insignificant. Real talk. It's funny to me. Aim high when a motherfucker wants you to aim low. Do the opposite. When a person is trying to rage bait you or bait you into some type of argument, beef, don't create unnecessary enemies. Okay. Now that person that came at you negative because they believe those rumors before ever getting to know you. Now that person you don't ever have to trust. You don't have to be cordial. I mean, you don't have to trust a motherfucker to be cordial. You see them for what they are. They're a snake. You can't trust them. Keep them at arm's length. They a hater. They jealous. Whatever the case may be, right? But just know, stay on code. Be cordial, be professional, and take the high road. Because the person who plant the seed in the other people's head is banking on you to give other people a negative experience of you, so that the lies that they tell about you, right, the distortions that they tell about you can look true in front of the eyes of others because you are falling for the bait. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. So now you become their puppet, where all they have to do is manipulate reality to get a desired reaction out of you, to get their desired outcome. You always have to be 10 steps ahead of your opponents. So when your opponents are doing smear campaigns against you, every new person that comes in your motherfucking face that tries that shit with you, take the high road. Eventually they're going to be like, that person that told me that lie might have just been a hater. That person, they going to see. And then when they interact with that person versus when they interact with you, they're going to start to see that motherfucker's the problem. Swear to God, works like a charm. Works like a charm. Do not let people do reactionary abuse, because that's what it is. They're abusing your reactions to their disrespect. Okay? Nicki has got to stop giving social media material, because this is the energy that I'm getting. This is social media material. That's it. This is entertainment. This is money making. People are making money, getting subscribers, getting followers, getting hella buzz off of Nicki Minaj. She's giving it out, like giving them material for free every time she responds. Every time. Like, it's not your job to clear up shit. Motherfuckers gonna believe what they want to believe, no matter what you say. You can show proof. Nicki Minaj can go take a drug test right now and show that she's alcohol free and show that she's drug free. A motherfucker is still gonna go around talking about she's on drugs, she's on drugs, she's on drugs. You get what I'm saying? Like, people, you can't stop. You can't control what people want to believe about you. You can't control that. Okay? The only thing that you can do is not giving no fucking airtime. That's it. Now, the motherfuckers who are the middlemen, right? The motherfuckers who are new, who ain't never crossed your path, them the only people you have a possibility of changing their mind, depending on how you react to them targeting you. Don't give them ammo. Do shit that'll make you look good and them look insane. A motherfucker got to feel sorry about ever fucking with you in that way when you done with their ass. Real talk. Seven of Cups is coming through, okay, as the connection or the truth here. So Seven of Cups is like people just watching. These motherfuckers arguing with her are secret fans. Seven of Cups energy coming through, okay, which is choices, like illusion, people's heads in the clouds here, like with the Seven of Cups energy. Yeah, Ten of Cups, somebody be high as fuck. Ten of Cups coming through. Look at this man. Don't he look high as hell like he on cloud nine? Ten of Cups coming through. Ten of Cups in reverse with the Seven of Cups energy here. There could definitely be some jealousy or some rumors around a relationship here with the Seven of Cups, Ten of Cups energy here, disharmony. Um, there could definitely, this is random. This is like rumors too about like somebody's lover, like infidelity here, or like a broken home energy. Ten of Cups energy. Um, Somebody may definitely try to cover up, or definitely like they try to cover. You know those people that be trying. Oh no, we don't have no issues in our home. Our home is great. Our home is lovely, but they be fighting every night that they go home, and there's cheating. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's that type of energy. Somebody could feel like somebody is out here embarrassing them. This is random ass messages. Um, Here's the thing though. Like if you honestly if you got issues in your relationship, it's not like people feel entitled to know the details of your life. People feel entitled to know like what's going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like your misfortune is other people's entertainment. And it's just like somebody could get into escapism. I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but somebody could get into escapism, like a drinking problem or a pill problem, like some type of substance abuse. That is there, okay? But like I don't know why I'm just picking up this energy. I don't know if somebody had to go to the dentist, got laughing gas, or I'm just picking up laughing gas or picking up like morphine or some type of morphine feeling. With a Ten of Cups, the guy, he's very bedridden. Somebody could at times be in like hallucination or be hallucinating. Like they're not there half the time, like or they're absent minded or there's this energy of absent mindedness. Who does spirit think is at fault here? Who does spirit think is at fault? Energies could be given unsolicited advice on how someone should respond or how or how someone should handle their issues in their relationship. Or it is weird when people be giving and it's like when people be giving advice to somebody else, it's like take your own advice. There's motherfuckers who act like they just have all the answers for somebody else's life, but like they put up with the same shit the other person puts up with behind closed doors. So how do you figure you're better, or how you got all these answers to somebody else's life but none for your own? It's given like thanks for your input, but I don't need it. Like that's what it's given. Like it's given. That's what it's given. So spirit think temperance energy. So this is being balanced. Sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker bump their head and see for themselves. Like stop with the unsolicited advice. Stop with the showing the rope. If a motherfucker don't ask, you don't tell. Stop giving out free game. Okay. Um, I kind of dislike this energy a little bit because it's definitely giving me the energy of somebody who, like, let's say, I'm not saying Nicki Minaj has ever been a hoe. This is just an example. But let's say like somebody just acting brand new. Somebody just acting like they ain't never done that before. They ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Like they're acting brand new. So they sit on a high horse. It's another example of this is like a motherfucker that used to be plus size and they lost weight and then they act like they don't remember how hard it was before, they lost weight. So they're casting harsh judgment on big girls battling with weight loss like they wasn't there before. Like this is a motherfucker that kind of forget where they come from. Um, they think they're better or they think they're all high and mighty. Or like those women, Nikki may act different or may think she's above like certain things because she's married now. I'm picking up on that energy too. Okay. Like she could be becoming more like judgmental because she has a ring. Like, oh, I'm a wife. I don't. Oh, I'm a mom. I don't. Oh, I'm a wife. I'm too good for that. Oh, I'm a mom. I'm too good for that. Like, type shit. Like, it's like, bitch, you was doing it just a couple weeks ago. Now you're too good for it. Like, it's just one of those type of females. Um, but I feel like a motherfucker don't need your permission to change. Um, it's giving an energy where she doesn't. I'm feeling like it's more on Nikki's side, but it's kind of giving an energy where Nikki, she doesn't want to show up to certain type of events or her name to be associated with certain type of events with certain type of people with certain type of brands. It's kind of like she's being more picky or more. She's kind of being more of like a mother goose type of energy too. That's what I'm picking up. This is so strange, but she's being like a mother goose energy as well. But here's my thing: if they ain't trying to force feed a motherfucker some shit, trying to force feed somebody to the light, okay? Let motherfuckers gotta find shit out on their own. I stopped talking a long time ago because here's the thing: like people are gonna do whatever they want to do at the end of the day, and you can lead a camel to water, but you can't make them drink it, okay? So even if Nikki means well, like a motherfucker ain't hearing it, and that's okay. That's their prerogative. That's their prerogative. They don't have to live the life that you want them to live. They don't have to share. Let a motherfucker find out on their own. Hard head make a soft ass, and it's just kind of like a motherfucker just giving unsolicited advice. Okay, just giving unsolicited advice, and it's just kind of like you're one to talk. So um, this is really all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. Um, um, there is definitely a lack of respect here. And I really feel like the reason why there's a lack of respect for the younger generation for Nicki is because she is too accessible. She needs to be like Beyonce, hard to reach. Why is Nicki Minaj, why is there a lack of respect for Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj may also lack boundaries, but we're going to see what it is. Yeah, she lacks boundaries. I feel like she's too giving. Because this Knight of Pentacles is very generous, very family oriented, very helpful here. Knight of Pentacles, a Virgo type of energy. I feel like she's too giving. Okay, like she may be too quick to give out like her flowers, or she may be too quick to allow people access to to her, and they ain't even fully earned their stripes yet. They haven't even fully went through artist development. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like You know, certain motherfuckers have prerequisites for why for someone to sit at the table. You know what I'm saying? For someone to be able to rub shoulders with them. Like people at the top have, you know, rules and regulations, standards or boundaries and expectations of what they're going to of what is expected of you to sit at their table. You know, Nicki Minaj kind of lacks that. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like this free for all energy. Okay, it's kind of like this, like she's too quick to open up her aura or her energy to other people. Okay, um, how are these energies responding to this Knight of Pentacles? How is this energy responding to this Knight of Pentacles here? Knight of Pentacles is very like slow and steady as well, very routine, or someone that could be a workaholic. Queen of Wands energy with the Three of Pentacles, yeah. They feel like Nikki could be domineering, or Nikki could come across as very haughty, or very Three of Pentacles energy, teamwork, collaboration. Um, very bossy. Um, but I am getting this big headed energy with this Queen of Wands coming in at the reverse. Okay. Like they're under the impression that they're on Nikki's level, or they're under the impression like there's this arrogance. Um, there's this arrogance there. Yeah, I feel like Nikki's too open. Who does Nikki need to embody more? Who does Nikki need to embody more? It's like she's trying too hard to prove to the public that she's not what they say she is. The King of Cups. This is my Russell Wilson card. The King of Cups. This is someone that's very nurturing, empathetic, compassionate. Very balanced here, diplomatic energy, King of Cups. I'm very in tune with his emotional side and in tune with the emotions of others. Um, but that King of Cups energy is definitely my. It's weird because I feel like these energies may feel like that they have something to prove to Nikki, like, but it's coming off wrong, like it's coming off arrogant, like, but they're trying to. It's kind of like she's almost motherly, like you know how some children want to prove to their mothers that they are like that they deserve respect, that they deserve to be treated as an adult, that they deserve, you know, they have all this money or attained all this fame. It's kind of like they don't even want the help from the parent. They don't even want the help from the mother. They just want to like prove to the mother that they are that nigga. You get what I'm saying? So it's a peacocking energy, but it's coming across very wrong. Like it's coming across kind of like they are under the impression that they are in the same league as Nicki Minaj. Okay, it's giving that impression. But this is the Russell Wilson card. You see Russell Wilson, a lot of people talk shit about Russell Wilson. And what does Russell Wilson do? He gets richer, he gets finer. He doubles down on showing love to his wife and his family. He impregnates Sierra damn near every year. It's just like the haters go, hey, the haters going to continue to hate, and Russell going to continue to win, and Russell going to continue. Does he even acknowledge, like, his haters? Like, does he even respond? Like, oh, look, I just closed this other deal. Everybody talking all this shit, and he's like, oh, look, I just closed this deal. Oh, me and my wife just having another baby. Oh, look at my wife on the television screen. I'm the luckiest man alive. Like, gloating. don't even think he responds to these motherfuckers. King of Cups energy is there for what Nicki needs to do. And Six of Cups. I feel like she needs to spend more time with her children or with her family or loving on her husband, or she needs to. This could like these rumors or these dramas could spill over into her love life, into her relationship, into her motherhood. Like she could bring work home with her. Like that's the energy. Like she brings all of her emotional baggage, and she don't leave that shit at work. She brings it home with her. It could affect her interaction with her kids and with her husband or with her whoever she has in her life here. With the King of Cups energy there. Um, yeah. It's kind of like she needs to get into her muse, her creative era with the Six of Cups, King of Cups. I don't know. That's kind of reminding me of like getting into your muse, getting into your creative expression, um, doing more things that you love, getting in touch with your inner child more, enjoying your family life here. It's almost like Nicki spends way too much time at work. She brings her work home with her. Why is Nicki Minaj obsessed with work like this? Does a boss argue with a coworker? Nicki is here, they're here, and it's like Nicki arguing with a toddler about the facts of life. That's the energy. So we have the Three of Cups energy here. Three of Cups. So somebody somebody takes medication or some type of maybe antidepressants or some type of medication that leaves you like this. Somebody could take medication like maybe to keep them up or to keep them woke or to keep them like they spend a crazy amount of time working. They may be trying to retire or they may be building up a lot of wealth for retirement here. Or they could be transitioning into stocks or transitioning Three of Cups energy into merch. Somebody is really going hard in the paint to expand their kingdom, which is Nicki. And then they're done. Like they're done. They're done. Like they're out for good. This is one of those things where people kind of feel like that the industry will be better without you. And then when you're finally gone, all those people that was talking shit want you back. Like that's the energy. But who is more of the problem? What is wrong with these other women? We're gonna see. Is the King of Swords. What's wrong with these other women is the King of Swords. So these other women, they are really seeing Nicki Minaj as this big dog that you have to take down, but then they're also trying to impress her. This is very confusing energy. So they're trying to impress the girl, like trying to prove that they're a big dog, like she's a big dog. But then they're also trying to take her spot, like they're all like at the same time, like ruthless energy. Because King of Swords, I asked what's the problem. So like very ruthless energy. They may feel like they could outsmart Nicki or outdo Nicki in some type of way. Heavy on communication here, or something dealing with the throat chakra and the mind or the mental agility. They can be very triggered or dictatorish with this King of Swords energy. Nikki have got to stop making these women feel like they are on her level. This is the problem. When a kid don't know they motherfucking place, and you make them feel like they're equal to an adult, or they can sit at the adult table and talk about adult things and listen to adult things. A child don't know their place. That child doesn't know their place. That child thinks that they are an equal to you, that they are an adult like you are an adult. Because you have never set the precedent or set the statement, I'm the authority. I'm the parent. You're the child. You spend too much time trying to be friends with your motherfucking kids, or you spend, because this is literally the energy. You spend too much time trying to be friends with your kids instead of teaching them the ropes. Like, this ain't playtime. This ain't a game. It's just kind of like how Lizzo blurred the lines between coworkers and friends. She think her motherfucking coworkers was her friends, and you see how the coworkers try to put a lawsuit on her ass. They were jealous of Lizzo. You seen that, right? That's what happens when a motherfucker don't know they goddamn place. Like, when you're a leader, don't get me wrong, you're supposed to serve the people, and you're supposed to um reach one, teach one when you are the leader. Okay? You're supposed to be able to delegate, lead by example, and delegate, um, and be able to manage people and delegate tasks and all that shit, right? You're supposed to know or stay in the know. You get what I'm saying? When you're a leader. So if your people that you're supposed to be leading, if they feel like you are their best homegirl on the street and you're the fucking boss, that is a problem. Because when people get comfortable, right, they don't feel like they have to listen to you. They don't feel like that they have to take you serious or take any type of instruction for you, because you have blurred the lines between boss and subordinate. Coworker, you blurred the line. Now these motherfuckers think that you are their goddamn cousin. There's a reason why people say you cannot, it is bad to mix business with pleasure, or it's bad to mix, to hire your family and friends for your business, because that shit gonna fail. Because they think because y'all like this, that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They don't think it's business time. They think it's playtime. It's better to hire strangers. It's better to work with strangers than to work with people that you know, that you're friends with, because they feel like that connection is a get out of jail free card. Okay, they can do whatever they want to do. They ain't gotta do no work. They can just get the check and go home. Versus a stranger, where y'all don't have that type of connect, they gonna get that motherfucking job done. They gonna earn their stripes. They ain't gonna feel like because y'all have a certain connection, they don't have to do. They could just receive benefits and don't. You get what I'm saying? There's a conflict of interest there when a motherfucker feels at home, when they feel like your family. When you start to blur the lines between personal relationships and coworker relationships, motherfuckers start getting out of line. They don't feel like they have to respect you. They don't feel like they have to answer to you. That's how people are. And Nikki's issue is she spends too much time trying to kiki kaka with these girls, instead of coming at bitch like, I'm the boss, I'm the legend. Start carrying yourself like a motherfucking legend. Nicki Minaj has an extreme self-esteem. She has an extreme self-esteem issue. She tries too hard to prove that I'm real. She's a Nipsey Hussle in a way. You know, Nipsey Hussle, he stayed in his community. He said he wasn't gonna move out of his community. He said he's not gonna do that. He gonna keep it real. She's one of those, keeping it real. Okay. She it's weird because she has the title, but her energy isn't carrying over as if she has this title of a legend. Like, she's kind of trying to stamp herself as I'm a commoner, da da da, like she doesn't have all this extra, you know what I'm saying? Like, that everybody wants to come from that top spot. Like, it's there. Nicki Minaj's problem is that, like, she can have deeply buried emotional or mental issues that she is burying that she is not dealing with. Okay, this is someone who stays stuck, you know, in the same situation and never changes and they never learn, okay? Um, they never learn. They just keep repeating the same old shit, repeating the same old lessons. Um, and I understand that you wanna feel like it's gonna be different this time, or you wanna give people the benefit of the doubt, but like, I feel like Nicki needs to kind of reverse the way she does things. Like, Nicki needs to stop. Um, Nicki needs to stop shying away from the role of a legend or a leader. Okay. Um, she needs to stop mingling with commoners. She needs to stop mingling with commoners, and she needs to stop getting into this back and forth with motherfuckers that ain't on her level and ain't got her level of expertise. Why the fuck are you arguing with a rookie? Because that's what a child is, a rookie. Okay, like, it makes no sense. Um, there's something about Nicki where she is immature. She has this energy where um she is someone who constantly tries to recapture her youth, like, constantly. Um, why is Nicki Minaj doing this? Is she doing this for fame? Is she doing this for what? What's her purpose? Is she doing this for her album sales to boost? Like, what is her purpose? They both the problem, honestly. I feel like she is with the judgment card, like learning lessons, answering her higher calling. I feel like she is wanting to evolve past music. Um, she's done came into some type of awakening, or will be coming into some type of awakening, or doing some type of soul searching, or some type of evaluation, some type of redemption, some type of learning lessons here, or looking back on her life, or looking back. She may come out with a docu series about her life. Okay, before she retires. Um, like, what's next for Nikki? It's giving like wanting to evolve or evolution or some type of awakening. Six of Pentacles and the Two of Swords energy. She is in some type of awkward transitioning phase. Nikki is. She may want to branch out to movies, or she may want to branch out and do other things. It's kind of like, ah, she's not really bowing out, but she may want other women to get their little 13 seconds of fame. feel like both of these energies are the problem. There's a lot of different messages going on here. There's a lot going on. I'm going to say this. Because Nicki has more skin in the game, more expertise, more wisdom, and she's like Mother Goose, I feel like Nicki Minaj would be more of the problem because why you're the parent, you're the teacher. Why are you arguing with a student? Why? Why are you arguing with a student? Why are you arguing with a child as if that child has your level of knowledge, have your level of mental capacity? Like, you should know better. I like the other ones are wrong, but like they're toddlers, they're children. You get what I'm saying? Nikki is she knows better. She's on a different level mentally, on a different mental capacity than they are. So if a motherfucker is coming in like if people are coming at Nikki, right? These energies that be arguing with Nikki, if they are coming at Nikki like they are in the same playing field as Nikki, like Nikki don't even need to give them any type of acknowledgement. You don't argue with children. When you the boss, you don't argue with your employees. People know who to play with. Like they really know who to play with because like sir if it's the same way with children. If they sense that they could bitch make you, they about to walk all over your ass. If they sense that like you're scared to take the lead or you come across like you're scared to manage people, you're scared to tell people what to do, you're scared to teach people, mentor people. If human beings sense that about you, they about to walk all over you as a boss. They about to do a lot of disrespectful ass shit. When if you nip that shit in the bud as soon as it happens, a motherfucker would have never thought that they could play with you like that. There's something about Nikki where she is so scared to be mean. Like she is so scared to like curate boundaries or she's like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like she fears or the backlash may get to her. You know, Nikki has a lot of energy vampires and it's a lot of swords in here. There's a lot of swords. So what this is telling me is this girl needs to get off that fucking social media. Okay, Swartz deals with computers or anything dealing with communication and stuff like that. Like, she needs to get off the social media. She needs to detox. She needs to deactivate her page. She needs to go ghost. Okay, too much of social media consumes her energy. It's draining her. Okay, these people are literally feeding. They're energy vampires, and they're feeding from Nikki's energy source electronically. Okay, and every time she responds, they get a hit. They get a hit. Okay. Um. So even though these other energies are disrespectful ass cunts, Nikki, because she's more of Mother Goose, okay, because she has more expertise, more experience. She is a legend, okay. Um, that has successfully handled a 10-year career, has successfully carried has revived the female hip hop category. Why are you responding to ignorant ass, baby ass children? Lead by example. Show these motherfuckers how a legend is supposed to carry themselves. And it's definitely not arguing with commoners. Do kings argue with peasants? Do kings and queens argue with their service team? Do kings and queens argue with their maids, their chefs, their, like, do they? Or do they just get rid of their ass if they get out of line? When they don't do their job, what they do? Fire their ass. Bitch, you fired. That's what the boss does. If you don't want to do your job, I find somebody else who will. The boss ain't playing the fuck around. You're not there to be people's friends. You're there to help people be the best version of themselves. You're there to guide people. You're there to mentor people. And if that motherfucker don't want to accept your hand in mentorship, they can get the fuck out of your office. Because how dare you think we're in the same lane? Swear to God. That's all that I got. That's all that I got. I'm personally gonna say Nicki, just based off of all of the cards. I'm gonna say Nicki, even though the girls are very much attacking her and are very much ganging up on her. However, they roaches. They roaches compared to Nicki. Um, who gives a fuck what a roach thinks? The roach begging for crumbs to fall from your motherfucking table. The peasant is begging for bread from your fucking leftovers. So why are you arguing with peasants? Peasants should be trying to take up counsel, not think that they could take your motherfucking place. That's all that I got.